glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he...
The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line. So Indiana's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. To the air, it's Burns. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And the defense drags him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more. Fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll go right back to him. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take. Gives it on the option. Maybe a crease. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Richard. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
That's a nice Nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Burns. Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Terry. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Running inside, it's Richard. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Richard. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll toss it to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Burns. Working that left side now. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Richard. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Indiana! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's shot. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun. Running back on the move. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling out. Big hit, but he did get the first down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Dixon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
So frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Rides to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's shot. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Catch in the middle. It's Bond. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. There's some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Burns. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the... Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Can't get him to the ground. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeout. The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Might have a chance. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Trying play action. Here's the heat. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the kick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And off to Jones. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Burns. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have... He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Bond.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And off to Jones. Jukes his way for more. Here's a little room there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Burns. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Campbell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. And he's wrestled to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The option, the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. Nice move, creates some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Back to pass, it's Burns. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run inside. It's Campbell. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. They call it a coffin play. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And off to Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside. It's Jones. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. Now on the counter. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Burns. Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock. Beck's going for the goal line. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Indiana's offense will get first crack at it today. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Richard. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Burns. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Richard. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a... Looking for a man, it's Burns. Got the quick pass. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the right side. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's shot. Bulldozes his way through. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Burns. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now
there's a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Running inside, it's Richard. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A tough 3rd down spot here. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Burns. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little...
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snatches it on the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. Makes one man miss. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Oh, that may be in, and then straight into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made... Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Burns. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Great job on the... Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Washington. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense... They put their... opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here they'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Carr. The sure hands, it's Buchanan. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left. Back to throw, it's Burns. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Got it down the field. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that often...
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the... The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here? Lost one deep down the right side. That ball is caught. One hand grab.
Oh, it's a highlight-type catch. Big throw down the field. And how about my guy going up and stabbing it with one hand? That was beautiful.
Caught over the middle. It's Terry. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Maybe some room here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Indiana! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Makes the catch, it's Bond. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Toss to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Bond. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a... They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Marshall. That is a big... Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Dropping back, it's Burns. Pocket breaking down. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the...
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the... Makes the grab and room to run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give on the option. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The give to the back. Still could be an alley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Short gain on the play before he slides. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Campbell. And they swarm him under. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Burns. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hoosiers! The Hoosiers right back at him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And a little bit extra. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On target over the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for...
They bring the punter onto the field now. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Pulls it in. It's Dixon. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Burns. Snagged out of the air. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Burns. Lets it fly. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Throwing, Carr. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Now on first down from the 28. The run inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. He splits the uprights. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big